Hello there, everybody. Welcome back for some more God of War 3 Remastered. We just took on a whole giant gauntlet fight. Like, literally, like the labyrinth itself, or the caverns, or whatever you want to call it, is pretty much technically a whole fucking gauntlet of just enemies. I mean, we had the Spike Room, we had the last fight, we had the Gorgon fight. Remember that? Oh, yeah, good times. Oh, yeah, that was like last episode. I remember that. And that was the same session as it is now. That's weird. I know, right? Mind totally blown. Oh god, I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming Butch Hartman now. That's great. Hey, fellow kids. Yeah, essentially. All right. That is a true statement. I feel like with him, but to be fairly honest, I know a lot of people don't like him, and I understand why. We can just go on for days about why people don't like him. I mean, clickbait titles, thumbnails. The works, you know, he's trying to work the system like everybody else does on YouTube. And can you really technically fault him for that nowadays? Because everyone's a fucking douche, but I don't know. I can't really too much. I don't like it, but that's what he does. But I don't mind him too much. I mean, yeah, he is one of those kind of guys that is trying to still be young and hip, like you can totally tell, but his charm is too nice. He's too good of a person to really, you know, hate on too much. But it's funny I say that because, in my mind, I also feel like he could be a douche in real life, you know? I just feel like he could be. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the whip. Finally got that fully upgraded, and looks like we have another upgrade to that. So, yeah. Hold square. That's how long it lasts. A good while. You could probably martyr fucking nice group of small undead enemies with that, but I don't really care to.
The chain, Kratos. My father once told me it maintains the balance of power within Olympus. Break the chain to raise the labyrinth.
Wait here.
And so, Kratos cast himself off the highest peak in all of Olympus. Or all of Greece, I mean. Oops. But anyway, back on my Butch Hartman tangent. Yeah, I don't know, like, he seems like he could just be an asshole in real life, but I don't know. I mean, because like on YouTube, you know, everyone seems like they could be nice in real life, but then they could just be a total fucking douche hat in real life. Like, look at me, for example. I'm a complete fucking piece of shit. And I'll admit that right here on YouTube. I am a piece of shit. You know, I typically do try to lie to get myself out of situations that I get myself stuck in. Or, you know, sometimes I regret things, and it's like, well, I just gotta, you know, be an asshole about it, just get out of it the best I can. It's just, it's what happens. Sometimes I get talked into doing something, or peer pressured into doing something, and then I regret it immediately after, and then I, you know, try to avoid that person, or just, you know, do whatever I can to essentially get out of it, and I'm the douchebag, so. Hey, I mean, it works, I guess, right? Which is typically why I tell people just to kind of leave me alone, you know, for the most part, is just, if I look like I'm in a bad mood, it's like, just leave him alone. You know, don't bother him, you know, because he probably is pissed. 90% of the time I'm in a bad mood, so, yeah. Bad mood as in, like, not wanting to talk mood. I mean, you know, I could talk with David or Dalton whenever, because I see them in real life. Like, outside of, you know, anywhere, really. Because, you know, I've known them for so long, too, and, you know, I've gotten used to them. But there's specific family members that I just don't want any involvement with. Okay, so, back on track with the game here. This is essentially the hardest fight, I would say, in Chaos Mode. At least number one, if not maybe, like, second place. Because of not just this prick, but his little butt buddy that does show up later. So one trick you can do is kick the dogs that he immediately spawns out right back into his face. As you can tell, I'm on normal mode or hard or whichever it is. And he's doing some massive amounts of damage to me. And also the dogs do blow up, so be careful of that. They run around for a bit and then they explode. So keep your eye out on that one. Yeah, like I'm not doing very good with this, as you can tell already. Granted, I mean, you could probably just whip out a good old Gorgon and just stone some of the enemies and break them that way. It's a possibility. I could try. I'm gonna try doing it on the satyr. Because that guy's a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, like straight up. If anything, you know, the Blades of Chaos, I think would be your best bet. I hate the fucking system in this game. Because I keep thinking like down is set. Well, Cestus is down. I keep thinking it's left for some reason. I don't know why. Also, I really wish that you could get health back whenever you use, you know, the Rage of Sparta, but you can't. Unfortunately. I guess my best key of advice here is magic the fuck out of him, and of course, like I was saying earlier, just straight up. I thought it spawns 2 servers, guys. Oh, really not. Alright, well, that's weird. I know they spawn a lot of fucking satyrs, though, which are extremely goddamn annoying. And I guess my recommendation for them is simply just this. Just army a Sparta their asses and just send them down. At least on the mode I'm on right now, normal or whatever, you know. Fuck these guys up big time. Ah, oh, god damn. Yeah, these greasers hurt. These grease monkeys, they fucking hurt. Bitch. I'm just trying to think of a word to say. Not very good at thinking, aren't I? Yeah. Well, anyway. I got a track here. Ooh, I got some health out of that. Thank God. I guess there is only one server, which is good. So that should probably be your main focus, if anything, is focusing his ass. Because he's a very, very brutal tyrant. He's a tough bitch to take down, for sure. Above show. And I got, looks like some more magic out of that, so might as well just waste it completely. That's it? No, wait, for real? That's it? Oh. Guess we're done. Funny how, like, the whip actually is sort of useful, honestly. It's kind of good. But yeah, remember what I said earlier a long-ass time ago that there are some chests that do respawn? Here they are. Yeah, and you guys thought I was lying, didn't you? You guys thought I was just joking. Probably like, oh, Alex just lied about that. He lies about everything he says, so why should we trust him in anything he ever says or does? Well, there you go. There you go. That's what happens, folks. Told you so. Told you so. I do like being right, though. I do like being right, but I ain't gonna be an asshole about it. I'm not gonna try to be a huge douche about it. Like some people are. Sometimes. It happens. Okay, so the sitch here is, as you can tell, we need to break these things. But unfortunately, we can't do enough damage to break them. Why is that? Well, it's not the fact that our damage is too small. I think it's the fact that the game does not want us to break them that way. The game wants you to break it like this. They want you to break the heads first, because the judges are technically alive. And when they're alive, they hold the chain. So that way it can't lift up too high, and you know, they're the ones that will push it back down. So you break one guy's head, and then we're spawning with, looks like, some of these bitches. Oddly enough, how I killed one dog in like one hit, and like the other ones just start not dying in one hit for some fucking reason, I don't know, or another. Poof. Come on, die, you little bitch. I think what I was going to talk about in the last... I think I remember what I was going to say in my last video. I think it has something to do with like what I've been doing recently, hobby-wise. Well, I probably shouldn't dispel it. There are people that are... There's ears that would be like, wow, you're doing that now? So am I. But I can do it better than you can. I know so many people like that. I've known so many people in my life that do that shit. It's annoying as shit, so. Yeah, I probably should just keep that on the down low. Essentially, guys, I've been trying to do other things besides playing games. And, of course, just, you know, Let's Plays and what have you. And collecting cards. I do things, alright? I try to, you know, do things. And no, this new hobby of mine really isn't much of anything big. It's not. I'm not exercising or any of that gay shit. I don't really care for that crap. Never have and never will. I just want to be left alone in my own little circle of hell and do things that I like. Essentially, let's just say that what I'm trying to do involves art in a way. So yeah, you know, just, well, anything could be technically considered art, right? You know, video games are technically art. Fucking, what is it? Drawings are art, sketches are art, paintings are art. You know, all that good stuff. Life is art. Death is art. Yeah, you can find art in about everything. I remember, like, going on a tangent about this to myself, like, this, like, last weekend or something like that. I was talking about, like, the art of, like, death and life and what have you. Essentially saying, like, you know, there's technically just, you know, art in everything there is. Just one of my stupid, weird tangents that I have. Yeah, I know. It was funny because, well, believe it or not, guys, I sometimes wake up. This is something to do with art, by the way. Sometimes I wake up and I see things, as in, like, I hallucinate in the middle of the night, you know. You can call it sleep paralysis. I don't really know exactly what it is. I think I technically have it, but it's not, like, super bad. It doesn't happen all the time. It's not as bad as a lot of people's. I'm so used to it now to where everything to me just, I can just pretty much tell, like, yeah, that's fucking not even there. Well, essentially what happened a couple of nights ago, when I woke up in the middle of the night and I have a panty and stocking poster in my room. Yeah, I like the anime. Shut the fuck up, okay? Anyway, so I have one of those in my room, and, you know, they're kind of, like, drawn scantily, or not scantily, but in a sexy way, you know, essentially. So you can see the legs on the bottom and all that. They're like full body shot and everything. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and it looked like my covers were lifting up, which probably could have just been my arm or my leg lifting it up. I'm not sure. I could have been doing that subconsciously. Either way, I'm not going to say it's a fucking ghost because that's fucking stupid or anything paranormal. It's not fucking paranormal, okay? I just had a hallucination in my own mind. Don't even fucking bring that shit to me, okay? You got that? I like paranormal stuff, but come on, guys. Most of that's not even fucking real, and you should know that by now. Honestly, come on. Like, actually, take some logic and think about it sometimes. Some people don't. Some people just straight up say, oh, that was a ghost. No, that's your phone fucking mind. Playing tricks on you. That's what it is. So essentially, it looked like my covers were lifting up, and then it almost looked like a pair of scissors or some kind of like sharp knife. Not a knife, but something sharp. Sharp object was coming toward me. And I looked toward my poster that I have on my wall to the left of my bed. And it looked like the girls were standing on someone's head, and there was blood on it. I don't know if it was from the guy's head or their heels or wherever it was, but I remember being obsessed with it. And I was like, that looks fucking cool. There was literally, in my mind, a sharp object coming toward my face, and I was more worried about wanting to literally fucking, you know, draw or be inspired by that fucking goddamn poster. You know, it just looked cool, and I was like, oh, that looks dope. And I woke up that morning, and I went to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm more obsessed with this kind of shit, like, you know, anime and art and shit like that, than my own fucking death. I know, it's ridiculous. I can be ridiculous sometimes, and I do say and do some ridiculous things. But I always also try to find logic in things too. So, I essentially took it as, sleep paralysis, just middle of the night, your brain's not completely there, and yeah, you wake up, see things, that's how it happens.
He knows, Kratos! Zeus knows I've escaped! Hurry! I can hear him! He's near! Please help me, Kratos! Hurry!
Spoiler alert, we won't make it in time because, God forbid, this is God of War. Or just any game cliche in general. I know I was bitching about, like, cliches a second ago, like, saying, like, sometimes cliches are good, but this is one trope I fucking hate. The damsel in distress trope. And I use that loosely. Because when it comes to, like, Princess Peach or something like that, I don't care too much for it. I don't think it's really that sexist or anything, but people do. Just because they just want to. I don't care. I don't mind it too much, because if you think like Nintendo's sexist for it, well, why is Samus a fucking badass then? Huh? Exactly. But no, they never have answers for that because fuck you. Samus is trans.
Pandora! Athena?
It's all right, Kratos.
Remember your purpose, Spartan. Remember why you have come so far. Prepare yourself, Spartan. You know what you must do.
I will raise the labyrinth. I will take her where she belongs.
So wait a minute. We didn't make it in time, but it wasn't Zeus that had a hold of the kid. Whoa! So you took a cliche and you used another one at the same time. The whole, what a twist kind of trick. Who would have known? But anyway, like I was saying earlier, like when it comes to damsel in distress tropes, when it's done right, it's done right. When it's like that, I just fucking get annoyed with it. It doesn't even have to be a woman either, technically, that gets kidnapped. It could be a fucking man making an escort mission. I don't care. I just hate tropes like that. Just because when it comes to, like, playing the game, you have to get there in a specific amount of time or escort said person and yada yada yada. Let's just say that Resident Evil 4 definitely... Actually, really, honestly, Resident Evil 4 really wasn't that bad when it came to it. But to a lot of people, Resident Evil 4 started the whole trope of, escort missions and shit. And I wouldn't disagree, but I don't think it's the worst one of them. And again, I use the word loosely. Because essentially what I'm trying to say is, whenever there's another character, a side character, that we're with, that cannot protect themselves, like at all, it gets kidnapped or taken away or some shit, it gets old. Real fucking quick. And I mean old. Not because I have some problem with it because of PC or MSJW, nothing like that. I have a problem with it because it's fucking annoying because it's in every fucking game nowadays. Seriously, not nowadays, but it was for a while. It's like, just fucking stop, dude. That's my problem. It's like when I was watching Infinity War, like, there's so many fucking cliche shit going on. It's like, seriously? But the action was good. It was pretty much non-stop action all throughout, which was nice, but the pacing was weird. And the writing was weird, but that's pretty much all I had problems with that movie, honestly. So, yeah. But luckily Deadpool 2 was good, and as of recent I did watch Thor Ragnarok, and I fucking loved that movie. But Deadpool definitely was good, of course. What do you expect, right?
There it is. I can see it, Kratos. In the darkness, the fires of hope will set us free.
Pandora, no!
You know why I'm here. You brought me here to do this.
I will find another way.
No, Kratos. There is no other way. Let me go!
No, child!
I am not a child! You're hurting me! Kratos, help!
Put her down, Zeus!
Your obsession with this thing has become somewhat of a nuisance, my son.
Release the girl, Zeus!
Don't confuse this object, this construction of Hephaestus with your own flesh and blood. But perhaps you already have, Spartan. Your quest for Pandora, your pathetic attempt for atonement from the family you slaughtered, has caused nothing but havoc on Olympus. Look around at what you have done.
I see only what I have come to destroy.
Taking pity on you has been my greatest mistake, Kratos. Just as taking pity on this thing will prove to be your greatest mistake.
This has nothing to do with her!
It has everything to do with her!
Put her down!
As you wish.
Okay, so does anybody exactly remember, or particularly remember this map at all? Does it look kind of familiar in a way? I mean, granted, it came from this game, no shit, but if you have actually played Mortal Kombat 9, Kratos is in Mortal Kombat 9. And, not to mention, this map as well. That's right. Which I think is kind of cool. I mean, they picked a really good fucking fighting ground for it, though. So essentially, we are now fighting Zeus. Well, I shouldn't really say again, because I mean we didn't like fight him again in this game. This is the first time, really. But we're fighting him again from God of War 2. So yeah, he just never fucking dies. So we are getting rather close to the end of the game, luckily. I would say like super close. But still got a ways to go. But we're at least in the finale part, or at least the final act, I would say. Or close to it. Final act is coming up pretty much like, probably right after this. So, here's the thing with Zeus. As you can tell, he's got a couple attacks already, as you can tell from now. He's got this one, which I would highly recommend you parry the first attack instantly. Or if not the first, the second, because I believe after the third hit, he slams the ground, which you cannot parry or block. Which is a problem, of course, it hurts a lot. Well, not a whole lot in this mode, but it will, you know, in chaos mode. Yeah, he's a fucking bitch. Then he's got those lightning bolts that he throws at you, and when he does that, you just parry it back, and there you go. This fight really is not that tough. Just whip out the Cestus, beat him down. The blades are nice, but the reason why the Cestus is good too is because there's his next attack, which I think you can block that actually. Not sure if you can parry it, but we'll try. So, essentially, what Zeus will do is he will essentially block your attacks, as you can tell there. So if you're too... Okay, you can't burn it. Alright. If you attack too many times in one combo, or too fast, I should say, in one combo, then Zeus will block it. So essentially, you're trying to like trick him into like, you know, letting down his guard and then beating his ass that way. And the same thing will happen when we have to fight Zeus for the final time.
flame!
This is what I am meant to do! You know that! Please!
Hush!
Kratos, you know this is the only way!
Don't listen to her, Kratos. For once in your pathetic life, don't fail. Don't fail her like you failed your family.
Pandora! Power to kill a god.
Empty! After all you have sought, after all you have sacrificed, it ends in another stunning failure!
Yeah, so now Kratos is probably super ultra goddamn pissed. So, with the end of that, I think this would be a good time to end off the episode here. And I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm going to finish the game. And yeah, well, hopefully the next episode will be the finale. If it is, it'll probably be like 45 minutes long. Or an hour or whatever. I'll try to make the next episode the complete finale, no matter how long it is. If it goes on for too long, then... Yeah, but if we get to like the final bit, then that should be the finale. So, again, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. We'll play some more God of War 3 Remastered. And as always, take care, everybody. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back for some more God of War 3 Remastered. This might be the finale. I'm not really sure. Try to remember if I got everything I need here. So we got, let's see. Do we have the, oh yeah, of course. Zeus' Eagle. I think we get that in the beginning of the game. We got that for sure. We missed one. We missed one. So, for those that are wondering where Helios' shield is at, I think it's like after you kill Helios or before you kill him. It's near him, for those that are wondering. Hermes Coin, got that. Hercules Shoulder Guard, yep. Got that. I believe we got that. Yes, got that one. Got that one. And yeah, the only one we didn't get for real in the game was Helios' shield. Again, if you're near Helios in that fight, I don't know if it's before or after you completely kill him, but there's his shield around him somewhere. I don't know if it's like completely far away from him or it's near him, but I know it's in that area, I believe.
Such chaos. I will have much to do after I kill you.
Face me, father. It is time to end this.
Yes, my son. It is time.
It is. Okay, so this is Zeus. Let's call it part 2. For the hell of it. Well, I don't know. I mean, because the first part really wasn't much of a Zeus fight. I mean, kind of was, but kind of wasn't. So this guy, well, Zeus, has a new attack now, which he has this charging attack, which I guess can't be blocked or even parried at all. That's good to know. That attack right there can be both blocked and parried. He's got his other attacks. I'd say just jump over that, just for the hell of it. And he does block with lightning, so if you ever see, like, lightning strikes coming out like that, you can tell he's blocking you. Huh, oh, okay, so this, I think, is a timed section. Or, I don't know if Zeus technically has a health bar or not. An invisible health bar. But I do know for certain that, of course, as we see now, look who it is. It's Gaia. That's right. She's coming back to essentially stop the fight. Or at least contribute.
The reign of Olympus ends now.
Gaia! You live?
My world, it bleeds because of you. I never sought your deaths, Spartan. Yet you have left me no choice.
Your pawn has failed you, Gaia. Perhaps you should have chosen the other one.
Enough! Father and son will die together.
That's right. Zeus himself said it. Chosen the other one. So as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty much bringing up Kratos' brother, who won't be brought up until Ghost of Sparta. So yeah, when we get to our next God of War game, then we'll find out who the fuck Kratos' brother is. His name's Deimos. But we don't exactly know much about him. I'll leave it at that. I'll just do a name drop. Sounds cool, don't it? Okay, so this part is definitely one of the harder sections of God of War 3. Essentially, why it is because we have two distinctive challenges here. We're essentially trying to kill Gaia. This is her heart. Yeah, this is the heart of Gaia. And when you beat it down like this, you gain health back. But there's one problem. And what could that problem possibly be? Oh, well, if it isn't going to be douchebag himself, soon enough, when he comes, it will be Zeus. Spoiler alert, there you go, there he is. Okay, so, what I recommend for this fight, I highly recommend using the Cestus as much as you can. This is why I love the Cestus for. This is a damn good fucking ability. So now he's got another, Zeus has another ability, which is essentially creating a doppelganger of himself, which we will see multiple times. You can block it, and you can parry it. And if you parry it, you get a magic orb out of it. So if you do use magic on Zeus, go ahead and do that. So whenever Gaia's heart starts glowing like that, immediately run up to it and punch the shit out of it. Hurt the shit out of it. And get your health back. That right there can't be stopped. That's just a Zeus thing. It's mandatory that he does that. It's kind of hard to tell what a Zeus doppelganger kind of looks like compared to him. In my eyes, Zeus is bloodier than shit right now because I've been beating the fuck out of him. So if there's a Zeus out there that's not bloody, like this one, then that typically means that, hey, that's the doppelganger. So yeah, every time you kill a doppelganger, it releases not only just magic, but apparently some rage orbs too. So yeah, a good few hits will definitely hurt Gaia a little bit. If anything, if you really wanted to, just stay next to the heart, or close to it. Because it does kind of activate like at random for the most part. Seems like it. Unless Zeus has a specific health bar that we can't see, and then maybe when it gets to a certain threshold or a certain amount of damage has been done, then there you go. So, right now he's spawning other clones, which they can be an annoyance, especially when they spawn so fucking many of them later. Which he probably will do soon enough. Luckily, the Zeus clones don't necessarily do almost everything Zeus does, but it's close to, and they still can be annoying as shit. And then there's that crap. Yes, so whenever he spawns, or starts spawning like a bunch of clones, he'll do that shit where he essentially just spawns a whole bunch at one time, and they slam the ground. See, it's weird, because like you can hurt Gaia's heart, but I don't know if it actually counts or not. That's the weird thing. Okay, so you can also do it on the ground too, so there's that. Poof. There's no reason for the other weapons, really, in my opinion. I just don't have any reasons. Oh, fuck. That's cool. Alright, I like that. Fucking, you know what? Let's come off like this. Oh, shit. Come on, Kratos, just fucking reach. Reach for the stars. Alright, that's it. You know what? We're getting rage out of it. Might as well kill these blundering idiots with it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kratos can't jump while doing that. So essentially, this fight here is kind of just an upgraded version of God of War 2 fight. I say upgraded, but I guess I should say it's kind of the same. They're similar in a way, but there's definitely some changes that have been done. Especially the fact that Zeus doesn't grow huge, and there's no sirens. But the sirens actually kind of helped more than hindered, I think. They actually did, because whenever you kill them, you break their backs, that's when you hurt Zeus, and then you just go from there, essentially. That's how I always did it. And you'll see whenever I do my guide for Titan mode, if you guys are ever watching my second channel, then, or if you're interested in that, then yeah, it'll be on my second channel. See, the thing is, I don't understand. I don't know if Zeus is also hurting Gaia, or if he's I think he's okay. He's stealing her health, clearly. So that's one thing he's doing, which makes sense. I mean, she is Mother Nature, and you know, bears alive, I guess, or some shit. I don't know. What's that noise he makes every fucking time he does that? It's like a noise that comes up. Ah, looks like we got. Okay, gotta get one out of that. Yeah, whenever you get like the big green orb, that's when you know for sure that you did full damage. These guys take about, what, 3 to 4 hits to kill. Something like that with the Cestus, at least. Yeah, they can be annoying. They really can be. I definitely think so. One good attack is to finish off, with these guys, finish off a full throttle, like triple combo with, you know, the Cestus, and then straight up just dodge right after. Because if you time your dodges correctly, or just good enough, you can pretty much get like another hit in. That's really nice to have. There it is. There's the big one. Okay. I'm just going to size these assholes down. Oh, wait. Zeus is done. But now be careful on this part, because I believe that it's got some QuickTime events to it. Or at least, not like QuickTime events, but just mashing scenes. Oh, you're trying to pull God of War 2 on me, huh? Alright. I see how it is. Oh, that's right. We're pushing him back to it. That's right. Okay. Yeah, there's the QuickTimes. Ooh. Poof. I think that's the same button combination every single time. So essentially, whenever you push him back far enough, Zeus will try to push you back, and then of course you have to do whatever the button prompts ask you to do, and go right back into, you know, L1, R1. Oh fuck! I hate the analog ones. Those ones are the scariest because they come out of nowhere and they're hard to see too. Unlike in God of War 1 where they're just like right out there in the damn open. Alright, charge up the Blade of Olympus and send it straight through Zeus and Gaia at the same time. Okay, so it seems like we're dead now. Or something, I guess. So we are in what I consider the fear realm or some shit. I don't really know. We're inside Kratos' head, I guess. This skin that we have right now is called Fear Kratos, and it's actually a real skin that you can get in the game. And it's pretty fucking badass, actually. It's a badass looking skin, though. No doubt. It's one of the few God of War games that do that, where you actually, get a skin from something like this. It's kind of nice to have. It's kind of nice to have. Well, then you get Ghost of Sparta, you can get, Kratos' brother in it, so as his playable skin. And, I won't spoil the surprise for the other one, though. No, there's one that surprised me, but it came at, like, the very end of the fucking game. When I say the end of the game, I mean literally the end, not just, the end of the campaign. I'm talking the fucking gauntlet, or the arena, whatever it was. Oh, Jesus. Maybe when we get to Ghost of Sparta, I might show some of that off. I don't know yet. We'll see. So yeah, essentially we're just going back through Kratos' mind and seeing everything he's seen before. And pretty much all his, I guess you could say, mistakes he's made in his life, which was plenty. I mean, not only did he kill, his wife and child, but as we'll see later, if you remember correctly, he also happened to kill his sister as well. Yes, that is right. I did say that, folks, and I do mean that. We'll see her probably soon enough. Or maybe at the end of it. This part of the game is, I feel like, a hindrance. It's very annoying to get through. I mean, because it's not hard to get through. It's just annoying, I feel like. Running around constantly for so fucking long. It's just... it's irritating. So... Pandora, apparently, was also another mistake that Kratos made, I guess. If that's the symbolism they're going for here, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't doubt it. Because we saw his wife and child die again for like the 15th fucking time. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what God of War does a lot of. Okay, so there is a slight bit of blood here. So whenever you see blood, follow the trail, and it will lead you to the next cutscene. Usually, for the most part, all this is just a straight run. So, but you got to make certain turns. You got to, pick a certain side to go through, I guess. And there we go. Yeah. Once again. I mean, granted, I can understand. Well, I can't understand completely, but I guess with Kratos, losing his wife and child, it must have been completely terrible. But I feel like losing a wife wouldn't be as bad as losing a child. Just personally saying, my own personal preferences. I'd rather just lose my wife than my kid. That's just me, though. But then again, I'll never have a wife to begin with. Regardless, or a kid, so I never have to deal with that. Ever. Oh, no. Ooh, actually, that looks pretty cool, though. A red, Blade of Olympus. That'd be badass. Why didn't we have that? So this part's kind of weird, because I guess you have to clear up all the blood or some shit and then walk up to her. I don't know. See, oh no, I know what you have to do. You have to run this way, avoiding Athena. And then if you go far enough, oh no, Athena. Oh, oops. How'd I miss you? Yeah, it's dumb. I used to think you have to clear up all the blood, but I was wrong. That's just a false myth on my end. So there you go. There's Athena, another person we had killed. Our sister. That's right. Our hot night sister. Oh, wow. She's definitely touching us in a very peculiar way. No doubt. Oh, yeah. She's definitely filling him up then. That's right. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Kratos did technically like Athena to a point. I mean, he thought she was annoying, I'm sure, but, you know, never really despised her, I believe. Yeah, he always said he despised the gods, but, you know, Athena just happens to be the one good one, I guess. Okay, here we go. Ready to jump into a flashback? No, I'm kidding. I swear, I feel like that every fucking time. Like, okay. It's like almost every time, like, we go through Kratos' mind, or we go through his eyes, or anybody's for that matter, I always feel like it's about to play another flashback scene. The same flashback scene of, like, you know, I've lived as a man, I've died as a god. You know that one? Yeah, I'm fucking... Oh, man, I think it feels like it happens every time. And again, this game, you know, you have a ton of flashbacks that happen. Okay, so what are we doing now, essentially? Well, there's a visible wall there, so the best thing we can do is just swim around infinitely until this cutscene essentially ends. That's all you can do, pretty much. It's just a bunch of, I guess, people that Kratos has killed over his life period, I assume.
I can show you the way.
I don't know anymore. Because that's the fact. Where's the barbarian at, huh? Where's the captain? Oh, wait, we met them in God of War 2. That's right. Yeah, he came back in that game. Oh, boy. Yeah, this thing goes on for fucking ages, I feel like. Yeah, it's cool the first time, but then when you have to do it again, it just takes away from the game. In my opinion, it does. It's just me, though. Oh, man. That's why we need skippable cutscenes in God of War. Now, this would be a badass skin to have, too. A black and blue Kratos skin. I always wanted that, but they're not going to give it to us. That would be straight dope, though, wouldn't it? I think so. Yeah, funny enough, like, I think the favorite Kratos skin actually gives you extra experience or something. Some shit. I believe so. Come on, can we swim fucking faster? We have the trident, for fuck's sake. Which, surprisingly enough, doesn't really help much. It just gives us a nice boost. Underwater. Yeah. Thanks. And now we're on walking speed terms. Great. Oh, man. I'm sorry, folks. But a lot of this game is very... It tries to be as theatrical and cinematic as possibly can. And you'll notice that when we get to the fucking...
Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It is what we fight with when all else is lost.
freed from the bondage of Olympus and cleansed in chaos, mankind is now ready to hear my message.
Look around you, Athena. The world stands in ruin. What good is your message?
Go if you must. But first, I insist you give me the power from inside the box.
The box was empty.
That can't be true. I can see it in your eyes. You used my power to kill Zeus. You still have it as we speak. Don't you understand? When Zeus gathered all the evils and placed them in the box, I dreaded what would happen if it was opened again. And so, I summoned the most powerful weapon in the world, and I placed it in the box.
I told you, it was empty. Pandora was sacrificed in vain. She died because of my need for vengeance.
You must be mistaken. You used my power to kill Zeus. I saw you do it. Unless... Of course. When you opened the box, you released the evils to the gods. Infected them. Changed them. Zeus himself fell prey to the dark evils. This is why he became so enraged and obsessed with your death. He was consumed by the evil, fear. I thought the power I placed in the box was never released. All these years, I assumed you drew from the evils inside to destroy Ares. But I was wrong. The power you took from the box is mine. From it, you gained the strength that Zeus could never destroy. A strength great enough to overcome fear. Locked deep inside of you, Kratos, is hope. It has remained buried, trapped by your guilt and the failures of your past. When you killed Zeus, you must have allowed something to awaken it. What was it, Kratos?
Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It is what we fight with when all else is lost.
What was it, Kratos?
All I remember is what I have lost.
That is why you should give me the power. I understand its true meaning and where it belongs. I trust you to do the right thing, Kratos.
You shouldn't.
You owe me this, Kratos.
I owe you nothing.
I made you a god. I sheltered you from the wrath of Olympus. I delivered you revenge on Zeus.
It is over, Athena.
You would dare strike me down? Again?
My vengeance ends now.
No! You fool! What have you done? That was meant for me! They will not know what to do with it! You disappoint me, Spartan.
Well, and there you have it, folks. That is the end of God of War 3 Remastered. Now, it's not completely over because, one, we have 8 minutes or so worth of credits, for however long these credits are. And then we have another ending afterward, a secret ending, that you get, I think, no matter what. Also, you cannot skip this. I don't even think you can even do it in the remastered one. Yeah, you can't do it, so fuck us. Yeah, for a long-ass time, and I mean a long time, 8 long years, we have waited to find out what the fuck happened to Kratos after the end of God of War 3. What we saw there, Kratos kills himself. What we'll see in the secret ending doesn't exactly, look like that anymore, I'll tell you that much. I'll let you guys find out for yourself, but let's just say, for the sake of saying now, for 8 long years, we didn't know what the hell happened after this entirety of the game. The entirety of this game, I mean. Yeah, we had games between then. You had Ghost of Sparta that came out, like a year or so later maybe, and then you had Ascension? 2013? Was it Ascension? Yeah, because there's only 2 PSP games, and there was... Yeah. Yep. That was it, guys. That was all we had at the time. And for God of War fans like myself, we longed for a new God of War that would tell us what happens next, but nobody stepped up to the plate. Santa Monica never came out and said, let's do something about this. Until years later. And then in that time, when we finally got something, just anything, I was happy. I was ecstatic. I was like, yes, finally. And then the game came out, and it was good. It was a solid game. And if you're wondering, I have Platinum God of War 4, as people call it now. I have Platinumed the new God of War. I have Platinumed every single God of War thus far, including the original PS3 version of God of War 3. So, yes. Fuck you if you guys think, like, Alex is not good enough for these. I probably would consider I would be good enough. I have not beaten Give Me God of War on the new one, and I have not beaten God Mode on Ghost of Sparta, or whatever it is. But I can assure you that I'm definitely qualified to play God of War games on my channel. There's no doubt in my mind. So, yeah. If I finish my commentary before the end of the credits, I'll let the credits roll, I'll let them play out, and basically the video will end when we get to the secret ending thing. Not really secret, it happens regardless, but you guys will get to see it when we get there. So, real quick, let's go over exactly what's going to be happening on my channel now. So the next Let's Play that I'm looking forward to doing next, after God of War 3, or after this, is completely uploaded and finished, is going to be Devil May Cry 4, the Special Edition. And the reason why I'm doing the Special Edition is because of A, Turbo Mode, for sure. I don't really care about the updated graphics. The trophies are nice. I like that. The graphics don't really look any different to me, honestly. I don't give a shit. I just wanted the game because, A, we got more characters, and we got, well, Turbo Mode. So it makes the game even better. And if you give that much of a shit, if you think graphics are better than gameplay, you straight up are a piece of shit, and I don't want to fucking deal with anything that you have to say. Because to me, your opinion does not matter at that point, because you are fucking pathetic. But, yeah, I'm being serious. I hate people that say shit like that. It's annoying. I mean, yeah, graphics are nice. Don't get me wrong. But if you have too much of graphics, your game can end up just like Destiny, where it's just a pile of dump. It's not that fun to play because it's so coded in its own bullshit. You know, and it sells you this thing like, oh, our game looks good. You know, and what have you. But then you play it, and it's like, it's not really that enjoyable much, or it loses its touch after a while, I felt like. I haven't played 2, but I played 1. It was okay. Just got really bored of it. Same thing with COD, like, yeah, COD may look polished and nice, but it's still fucking COD. But, I will say this, though. The only CODs I'm really a big fan of are the Treyarch Call of Duties. I feel like, you know, with zombies and all that, they actually give you something to play instead of something to look at. That to me is what games are, is something to play with, not just to sit there. That's like buying a fucking, like a figurine, right? I mean, yeah, I have a couple figurines of my own. But when it comes to toys, like when you're a kid, like would you rather have a toy or a figurine? You'd probably rather have a toy. I mean, yeah, when you become an adult, you'd rather have a figurine because they look cool. You know, they are cool to look at, but for the most part, I always prefer just to have kind of something to move around, you know. I don't know, I guess toys are like a bad example, but essentially, you get what I'm saying. So, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition I'm doing because mainly, again, because of turbo mode, and just the updated system that they have for the game. It feels better, I guess. It still feels the same for the most part, but turbo mode just, oh my god, it's great to have. It's fucking amazing to have it, actually. It's been a while since I've actually gone through the entire game, like cutscene-wise, like watching the cutscenes, but I have been recently playing the game again and trying to unlock all the other modes. So most likely what I will probably do is I'll start up a new game for Devil May Cry 4 on another account. That way, not because of trophies, but because, as you guys probably know already, whenever you play Devil May Cry games, the save file stays as you go through the different modes. You know, you can't just start over. You have to delete the entire save file to do that. And I don't want to do that. It's a lot of progress I worked on. So that game probably won't be 100% complete. I don't think so. I'm not actually sure. I doubt it would be a 100% done playthrough. But we'll see what I can do with that one. And then after that game, I plan on doing, hopefully, Ninja Gaiden 3. Razor's Edge version. Because, again, it's the definitive edition for it. So, when it comes to games, if I have the definitive edition, I'll probably end up doing that one just because it has everything the game has to offer that I would want. Kind of like with DMC, Devil May Cry. I have the remastered version, definitive edition. I have not platinumed it, but I have platinumed the PS3 version for it, though. I have not done PS4 yet. So I'm working on that. That takes time. But turbo mode is fucking amazing in that one. And I don't know if I've even played Gods Must Die mode yet, which I don't think so. That sounds like it'd be a hell lot of fun, though. Hopefully one day I can actually do Devil May Cry games and beat Dante Must Die on them for my second channel. That would be fantastic if I could do that. More than likely, Devil May Cry 4 would probably be the first one I could actually physically do. I have done it for DMC Devil May Cry, of course. Just, I'm talking about like straight up, 1 through 4. I haven't been able to. And also, where the fuck is DMC 5 at, huh? Where the hell is Devil May Cry 5 at? So I want to know. I want to know where the fuck that's at. We've been waiting for a long time for that one. It's kind of like with the God of War syndrome. It's like, where the hell's the next one? And as you can tell, Kratos is gone. He up and left. Where did he go? Nobody knows. That was, again, the only last piece of any story for God of War we got for fucking 8 years. And I'm not even joking about that either. It's been a long fucking time. So if you think about it, this game came out in March of 2010. God of War, the new one, came out in April of 2018. It's a total of 3 years and a month or so. I'm not fucking playing around, guys. I'm dead serious. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, back to like Devil May Cry 5. I still hope that they announce it this year on E3. That'd be great. But we'll see. We'll see. From what I heard, Sony's not going to have a press conference this year. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to get any games that we want to see. We'll see about that. More than likely, Microsoft will probably... I don't know what they're going to do, actually. I don't know what kind of games they're probably going to have. Probably not really much of anything. They're probably going to talk about their newest, biggest, bestest system. And then have no games for it. And then there's nothing to play. So, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for getting rid of Scalebound there, Microsoft. Thanks a lot, assholes. Nintendo probably would... I don't know what they'd probably have, honestly. Probably some good stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We will see when we get to that point. Funny enough, I literally talked for 8 whole damn minutes. Can you believe that? I literally talked through one of the longest longest credit scenes of any game I've played, pretty much. I've played a lot of games, and a lot of games don't have that. Sometimes you just skip the fucking cutscenes. But a game like this, they have a lot. And then there's Mighty Number 9, which I heard was really fucking long, so I haven't beat that game yet, but we'll see. But anyway, like I have said, wait, I've unlocked Chaos Mode, but it's already been locked already, hasn't it? It should be. I mean, it's right there. So I guess we beat the game on Titan. There's that. We haven't beat it on easy because I'm not a fucking pussy. Yeah, even Kratos gives me a look like, I don't think so. Don't you dare play on easy, you little bitch. But yeah. So next time we meet will be Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. After that's Ninja Gaiden 3 and probably like Mad World or Bulletstorm. That way I clean those up off my 2017 lineup list. Because God forbid, that thing is big. That's one hell of an ape to tackle. And yeah, Devil May Cry 4 will probably be done in about the same amount of time that this one took. Maybe a little bit longer. I mean, it's a 20 mission game. It's really short. With added cutscenes, I don't know how long it'd be, but I remember it being kind of a short game. It's cool. It's still a cool game. It's funny, like, I have a love-hate relationship with Devil May Cry 4. Oh, God. I love it, but I hate it. I hate it, too. It's like the only Devil May Cry of 1 through 4 that I can play and just play for a while and not get pissed off at. So, anyway, folks, I guess that I can consider that the end of this. I mean, the only thing left to really show off is maybe a couple of the costumes. You got Fear Kratos. You got Apollo, which looks pretty badass, I have to admit. Again, if you wear these, trophies are disabled. You got Morpheus armor, you got the Phantom Chaos, which is a pre-order bonus from the original game, but now you get it in here. You got Forgotten Warrior, you got Dominus, and then you got Deimos, who's a playable character in this game as well. And these ones are worth quadruple value. Okay, so Fear Kratos gives me quadruple attack damage. Oh. But enemies do too, so it's kind of like a challenge run. I like that. Let's see. Does half attack damage and enemies do as well? That would be kind of annoying, honestly. Morpheus. Orbs are worth double their value. And this one's 5 times their value. Enemies do 1/4 of attack damage. Dominus does double attack damage and enemies do half attack. And health and magic orbs are worth quadruple. Yellow orbs are worth quadruple and red orbs have no value. Well, damn, there's one hell of a challenge run for you. So yeah, like if you guys wanted to like challenge yourselves, you could play some of these costumes, which I love. God of War's costume systems, I've always loved them. I thought they were pretty fun and unique to have. But really, you know, yeah, I don't know what to say. Because I've finished Challenge of Exile. There's Combat Arena, which you can essentially just set up like specific fights and all that good stuff. I don't know if the orbs you get in these actually stay with you. I know in Ghost of Sparta you do, and that's the best way of getting orbs in that game. For grinding orbs is the Combat Arena. But yeah, so as with any of the other God of War games I have done on this channel, one day, hopefully, if I still remember to do it, which it's in the back of my head like every fucking time I play God of War, is doing the challenges. So hopefully one day I'll get to them relatively soon. We'll see. But anyway, guys, that is finally the end of God of War 3 Remastered. I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play as much as I did, and I will see you in the next one for Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. So, as always, take care, everybody.